Welcome back to the Psychic Next Door. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in and watch our videos, as well as for your overwhelming support for subscribing, liking, and even commenting on my videos. I am truly grateful for you. My goal today and always is to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. Remember, these are just general readings, not one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. This is your bonus reading for the month of June, my beautiful Pisces friends. Keep in mind, these readings are also timeless, so it can resonate at any given period. All right, so we've been starting out with the oracle cards and then shifting to the tarot for clarification. But my spirit guides said that for Pisces, we're going to start out with the tarot. So let's get into it. All right, so as we shuffle the cards, we're going to quickly touch upon some key points in the world of astrology that may help you prepare for possibilities coming your way this summer and fall. June 20th is our first official day of summer. The solstice brings comfort and imagination to the forefront of our lives. This season also brings some of the hottest days and nights, and this can often make folks a bit emotional, defensive, and downright cranky, all right? But more importantly, this is the perfect time for you guys to step outside your comfort zone and explore the possibilities that life has to offer. Then on June 21st, there is a full moon in Capricorn. This is a period where if you've been working hard on something, it pays off. You may be getting recognized for your achievements, a pat on the back, or even a raise. Then finally on June 29th, Saturn goes retrograde into Pisces. This is very much in alignment with a lot of my readings this month so far. They all of the readings this month have a common theme. And it's asking all of you collectively to rest and relax so you may reset. Okay? It's important to take this time too, if you have things that you've been holding back or holding on to, things that aren't serving your highest purpose, let them go. It's a perfect time. All right? All right, my friends, moving forward, my readings are going to look a little different. As an evidential psychic medium, I know often I provide you pieces of validation through a reading. However, in addition to this, at the end of each reading, I'm going to provide you solid evidence that if you come across any of these situations, you'll know that this reading is meant for you. All right? So lots of validators, they come through during the reading, and then at the end, I'm going to provide you some additional ones. So when they come across your path, you'll immediately remember this reading and know that it's connected to you some way. All right? All right, my friends, here are the cards we have drawn to begin with. So the first thing that they are highlighting, they want me to pull both nights. Okay? Without question, you've been on or you're currently going to partake in some sort of journey, okay? For some of you, you're currently contemplating this, okay? The wheels are in motion, if you will. Perhaps during this time of reflection here, come in the summer months, you'll be able to outline what this means for you a little bit better. And some of you are about to take off, okay? Both individuals that they're showing me, and it's kind of like a little bit of a split screen for me. One is in contemplation and one is about to take action. So it appears for some of you, you're about to embark on a new journey, which is pretty exciting, all right? At this time, with this new journey, you have been working very diligently, okay, prior to this. The first 6 months of the year, and I know this is a reading for June, but oftentimes it just these readings just bring out so much additional information for the past and the future months. I want to make sure that whatever they're giving me, I'm going to give to you. So they're highlighting the first 6 months of the year at the moment, okay? You have been working diligently. You've been focused. You've been on a routine of sorts. And it's showing me an individual who's kind of burnt out. The visual that they gave me is an individual, and it was actually a male that they gave me a vision of masculine, feminine. It's irrelevant. This could easily pertain to you. You know, in the morning, he's got a suit and tie on. He looks crisp and clean and ready to go to work. And they're showing me the individual at the end of the day with the tie kind of half cocked off his shirt, the collar's up, his hair's messed up. Just kind of resembling or giving me a visual of someone who's really been through it, okay? Who's really been working hard through the first 6 months of the year up till now, okay? This is part of this new journey that has either started or has recently presented itself in your mind, but you've just kind of pushed away. During this point, during this period, okay, and they're showing me 60 to 120 days. So what is that, like the summer period and then into fall, pretty much? During this time, hopefully you'll allow yourself the time and attention you need for a bit of self-love that you've been craving very badly. During this time, when you bring things down, when you start to reflect and when you start to relax, you can almost see things in a clearer picture, right? Right now, you're kind of like in the micro level, right? The attention to detail, your routine, your job duties, your duties at home, all those things have to get done, and it's kind of like you're on a cycle. When you take a moment to breathe, it allows you the opportunity to kind of like pull back on a zoom camera, okay? And see things from afar, kind of like if you're watching yourself from a distance, if you will. And this often illuminates things for you that have been stuck or problems that you haven't been able to solve, right? And it allows you to fire. This card is telling me that you will then again fire on all cylinders. Your intuition, which kind of has been dulled, will open back up, right? You've kind of been putting perhaps love and emotion and that part of your life kind of to the side. That will again resurface, right? So basically, we're not looking at a situation like, and they're showing me the Two of Pentacles, okay, where one of the scales is really high and one of them is really low. And this is also a huge common theme for the month of June. It's kind of started in mid-May for some of you, but it's really trickled into June to where you're at this 6-month period of the year and you're giving 80, 90% to everything and anything and 10% or less to yourself and your needs, right? And this will also allow you the opportunity to balance those scales out a little bit. So through this journey, they're showing me that during these months, you are going to make time. Or I mean, obviously it's a choice. If you don't make the time, it's not going to happen, right? You are the key to your own destiny. These cards are simply telling us the energies that we're currently feeling, the energies that could potentially happen for you if you allow certain things to occur in your life. But again, I mean, all this is contingent upon you and your actions 100%. So through this contemplation, okay, and it's bringing me back again to the Knight of Swords, more so than the Knight of Wands. So as the months unfold, it looks like you're going to be taking the chance on something. Perhaps an idea or a thought that you've had in the past that you've kind of pushed to the wayside. You just haven't had time for it. You haven't had time to try it out, to do research. This could very easily be a hobby as well. They're showing me someone in a garden. They're showing me someone sewing, another individual fishing, another individual laying by a pool, it looks like. So these things that have been put to the side so far are now, your world's opening up, right? And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing because the Four of Wands shows, you know, happy times and good times. And they're sharing me the phrase, they're showing me the phrase, take the time to smell the roses. So that is certainly a big theme for you, my beautiful Pisces friends. They're really wanting us to drill this home for you guys, okay? I'm really curious too, because this was part reflection and then part opportunity. So let's see what else we have. Maybe we can get a little bit more details on that for you. Oh boy. All right, Pisces. See, it's just so incredible when things align, okay? Absolutely. And we're only taking 3 from these per our beautiful spirit guides. So the first card we have drawn, okay, they're asking me to bring this back, is go for it, okay? So back to this, and I had mentioned this as I was shuffling, back to this idea that you kind of have percolating, all right? Go for the hobby that you want to start and pursue. That side hustle that you've been questioning yourself, will this take off, will it not take off? There's only one way to find out. There is your confirmation, okay? During this time, along with the Knight of Swords, step up and lead, my friends. Step up and lead. It's your time to shine. It's your time to go for it and show what you're worth, okay? The one thing that very much that you've put to the wayside as well during this period is your feelings, okay? Your needs, your feelings, your thoughts, they do matter, okay? They're showing me they're showing me a collective, a group of you that perhaps you've been told that your feelings don't matter, that they're not relevant, okay? And guess what? They are, okay? And right now I don't want to say you're in a passive energy, but you're not in a go get 'em because you're so exhausted, okay? When you've had the opportunity to rejuvenate and refresh yourself, a whole new you is going to emerge. And those feelings that you've been putting to the side, the needs that you have been putting to the side, kind of everything pertaining to you, okay? It's all about you, is going to trickle its way to the forefront. And I absolutely love this for you. They are asking me to draw 2 cards from this pile. This reading is so different, my Pisces friends, than any of them that I've done so far. They are really wanting to talk about what's coming for you. And they're showing me an individual right now as I shuffle. You know when you open a door, right, and it kind of creaks, and you just kind of look at the other side, but you don't walk through, you're just kind of hesitant? That's kind of your energy, right? Do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? And I can't wait to find out if you will. All right. 2 cards they're asking for here. Number 2, Angel. Number 10, Fire. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Number 10, Fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. We've had a hard time staying in the present with all of our responsibilities. But now the tide is shifting, okay? The tide is turning, if you will. Your angels are guiding you. Your angels are wanting you to open that door and look and peek around to see what's on the other side. They want you to take those ideas that have been percolating, that hobby that you wanted to start, that side hustle that you've been curious about. Take the time to allow for the reflection, okay? And go for it. All right, as promised, let's talk about those validators, okay, that came to me during the off-camera meditation. The first thing they showed me were two colors, and they were pink and purple. And then they flashed me a vision of a kid's bedroom, and they said new colors, little girl's room, it's going to be revamped. And then they showed me a little boy's room, and they showed him walking in with what appeared to be a baseball theme, or wanting a baseball theme for his room, okay? Overall, you are reviving something in your life that has become stagnant. You're giving things a makeover. Then they flashed a vision of someone on a scale, and they said lost weight, losing weight. Okay, so congratulations there. That's not an easy task. Then they showed me some dominoes, and dominoes were kind of like all standing in a row. Like if you line them up and then you touch them and then they all fall. So they said domino, and then they said domino effect. So perhaps could you be having a domino effect type situation in your life right now? Then they showed me some turbulence on a plane. And remember, these visions aren't always literal, because then very much right after, they flashed a vision of someone who is kind of having turbulence in their life at this moment, okay? Then they said the words trains, planes, and automobiles. Then I heard the sound that a train makes, choo choo, okay? And also then it flashed someone playing with a toy train. And then it took me back to some childhood memories, a vision of some childhood memories, okay? They then provided this phrase for you. You are worthy of time and attention. And isn't this very much the theme of what your reading was all about, my friends? Then they said, talk to the hand, which some of this, I love some of this stuff because it makes me giggle. Then they said, talk to the hand, okay? Then they shared with me that perhaps someone is going to be teaming up for a good cause, for the betterment of society. And then they said, freedom rings. They showed me the number 9. And then immediately afterwards, they said, and this is in relation to gambling, so if anybody knows how to play craps, you'll understand this. Somebody could be at a casino, though. It doesn't have to be specific to this exact message. And then they said, no field 9, and showed me a craps table, okay? And finally, they shared the name Doug or Dougie, all right? All right, my friends, please drop me a note in the comments if you come across any of these. And these aren't, just so you guys know, these aren't things that you would be necessarily hunting for, okay? They're just gonna show up. And when they show up, something's gonna click inside and you're gonna recall this reading, all right? A great example is I did a reading yesterday, and one of the visions that they gave me was a temperature gauge, right? And the temperature gauge had 100 degrees on it. So I was like, okay, great. When I was done with my readings, I went and ran some errands. And when I got in the car and I turned on the ignition, my temperature gauge in the car said 100 degrees. Just in seeing that, it immediately took me to the vision of the reading and what resonated at that moment. So it's pretty neat how it happens. You don't go hunting for it. It kind of finds you if it's meant to be. All right, in saying this, we are going to give you one last card. This comes from the Manifestation deck. And I want to leave you all with a beautiful last message for June. All right? And your card is... Never give up and be confident in what you do. There may be tough times, but the difficulties which you face will make you more determined to achieve your objectives and to win against all odds. Man, if that's not my Pisces friends, I don't know what it is. You guys got this. Thank you so much for being with me here today, and I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your month.